Hi guys.
Brian here. So the other day, Beverly and I were headed downtown somewhere. I don't even remember. But we're heading down Sunset. Oh, we were going to get tacos. Anyway, and the downside about what not being allowed to drive anymore because of the epileptic, all I get to do is look out the windows and I see things and, and I can't yell stop. I want to get out and take a picture all the time because you can't. And so I decided I'd just come back and take a walk. And what I ended up doing today was I got to right where Hollywood and Sunset basically meet, and now I'm walking down into town along Sunset Boulevard, a couple of miles. And it's street art, it's this and that, it's just things that catch my eye, it's that kind of thing. And as I'm doing this, I happened to look up and I saw I'm getting ready to cross this one particular street, and I noticed it's called Vendome, and I thought, wait a second, that reminds me of something. And what it reminded me of, if you can see it this way, is those steps right here. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of these steps, because Vendome is actually the bottom of those steps is where Vendome is. So right now we're at the top of the. Now these are the steps, and what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be walking down them to the bottom. I will tell you this much about them as before we even start. I was going to do this walk coming up, and decided not to. It's too hot. I'm too old. It's just I videotape myself probably dying, so I'm not going to do that. So I got up to the top here and I thought, well then I'll just do the whole thing. I'll talk about it, but I'll do it backwards and end up at the bottom. And I thought, well, that makes the most sense. So I'm going to be walking down, but know that the action I'm talking about is coming in the opposite direction. So the steps. Now back in there's a book, by the way, it's called The Secret Stairs of Los Angeles, and it's all about staircases like this that are all over the place, and this is one of the ones that are incorporated into it, so get a chance to check it out. There's 133 of these steps along here. There's 133 steps. It was built back in the 1920s, and in 1927, Laurel and Hardy, the great comedy team Laurel and Hardy, they made a movie, a short. And it was a silent film called Hats Off. And in it, they had to take a piano up a set of steps. Just like those. There's a short. And it's considered a lost film now. I don't even know that anybody's ever, I haven't ever been able to find a copy of it or anything like that. But it existed at one time. Anyway, in 1932, they did a sound version of it. Now, in the sound version, called the music box, what they had to do was they had to deliver the piano up these steps. Now, at the time, obviously, these houses came a few years later. There was really anything on either side of here. The stairs were made at the time because it was for people like servants, maids, servers, whatever. The buses would be at the bottom and they would walk up to where they're going to work or something like that, because the trains and buses didn't go everywhere, for God's sake. Okay, so Laurel and Hardy are bringing the piano, continuing, as I said, they're continuing up here. So we're heading down these steps, but they're bringing the piano up the steps. So they did this 1932 remake of it, a sound version of it, and it was the first comedy short that won an Academy Award, 1932 Academy Award for Best Silent Short Comedy, and it's called The Music Box. And they filmed it on the exact same side. Now it's also been in a few other things. You can look it up. It's been in a few things here and there. It's just references to it, stuff like that. People have done parodies of it and stuff like that. It's just kind of interesting, again, to be able to, and that's the joy of living here. I start off doing one thing, and all of a sudden I get sidetracked, and I'm running into a piece of American history, American film history. Back in the I want to say it was I want to say in the 90s, I think it was, the film Music Box was made part of National Archives, because it's historical content, things like that. And again, it's cool that they actually still exist. So as we make our day, this is the last landing right here, by the way. I just want you guys to understand that. So we're the last part of it here. So we've come all the way down from up top there. And they're taking the damn piano up, for God's sake. But when you get to the bottom of here, or if you're starting at the bottom when you get, either way, there's a small plaque, and the sun was on it before, so you really can't see it that well, but there's a plaque right here at the bottom. I'll show you that in a second. And then you can see here, the music box steps. There's a cute little park here. I mean, this is a lovely little area. We're in Silver Lake. It's really quite nice here. And, well, so here it is. It's another fine mess you've got me into. They got to take the piano up 133 steps up that way. This is the plaque here. It's tough to see, I know, because of lighting, but basically it says Laurel and Hardy Music Box Steps 1932, Hal Roach produced it, things like that. And again, it's just, I'm gonna get out of the way here. One of those things that I'm in the middle of doing one thing, and then I happen to be upon this piece of history that I just wanted to share with you. So that's the cool thing about living here in where I live. So I'm glad I did this coming down because it was hard enough going up, and I wouldn't want to do the whole videotape going up because it would just look ridiculous. But coming to you live from 133 Laurel and Hardy Music Box Steps. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. And take care. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.